Congratulations to the Cleveland Browns as they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers for their first playoff win in 26 years. It also seems like the perfect time to say goodbye to the Cleveland sports curse. Cleveland has endured heartbreak after heartbreak for the better part of 60 years. You see, Cleveland was a thriving, industrious city, and then everything went to shit in the Rust Belt. And when people don't have anywhere else to turn, they turn to sports. And for the longest time, sports in Cleveland were trash. The three franchises this curse has affected are the Cavaliers, Cleveland's baseball team, and the Browns. The baseball team, which they'll probably go by now thanks to the name change of the guys in Washington, were oh so close to breaking the curse of Chihuahua on several occasions. The franchise came to be in 1901, and they won 2 World Series, with their last coming in 1948. Then there was the 33-year drought, or the curse of Rocky Colavito, one of the most iconic players to ever wear a Cleveland baseball team uniform. Basically, the movie Major League was based on this story. He led the American League in home runs in 1959, and the next season, the baseball team traded him to the Detroit Tigers for Harvey Keene. Then came the 90s. Cleveland squared off with the Atlanta Braves in the 1995 World Series, and it didn't go well. The lost the series in 6 games. 3 of those losses were decided by 1 run. In 1997, they returned to the World Series to face the Florida Marlins, and it went all the way to 7. The baseball team led 2-1 in the bottom of the 9th inning, needing just 2 more outs to win it all. A Jose Mesa blown save would send the game to extras, and an Edgar Renteria single would send the baseball team home. They wouldn't make it back to the World Series until 2016, and they would surrender a 3-1 series lead to the Cubs, who broke a curse of their own. So, they didn't win it, but months earlier, Cleveland was already celebrating. The Cavaliers are the youngest of the franchises. In their first 16 years of existence, they had 3 winning seasons. Then came the 80s Cavs, who brought some notoriety to Cleveland basketball. They were faced with the daunting task of running into Michael Jordan. In Game 5 of the best-of-5 series, Craig Elo put the Cavaliers ahead with 3 seconds left to play. What happened next, you ask? Well, Michael Jordan hit the shot. Then there was another decade of futility, until they finally lucked up with the number 1 pick in the 2003 NBA draft. But there was a problem. Because LeBron played in Cleveland, he was cursed as well. LeBron would lead the Cavaliers to their first NBA Finals in 2007, but they got swept. They would lose in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Orlando Magic in 2009, and lose to the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference semifinals. So, when faced with a curse, LeBron did what anybody would do. He made the decision. In the summer of 2010, LeBron went on live television to announce his plans to team up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami, where they would win not 1, not 2, just 2 championships. And the Cavaliers sucked again, until his triumphant return in 2014. LeBron would take the Cleveland Cavaliers to the NBA Finals in 2016, 2 years after his return to Cleveland. He would defeat the Golden State Warriors in the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. Did you know the Golden State Warriors blew a 3-1 lead? Now the Cavaliers suck again, and LeBron is long gone, but who cares? They won a title, they broke the curse, and now the Browns are on the cusp of greatness. Historically, the Browns were one of the most successful franchises in history, winning 8 championships, 4 in the All-America Football Conference, and 4 NFL titles. Now the futility of the Cleveland Browns can be placed all on the shoulders of Art Modell. He became majority owner of the Cleveland Browns in 1961, and he wound up leading the Browns right into the crapper. In 1963, he fired Paul Brown, which didn't seem like a good idea to anybody, but they would win a title in 1964, with Paul Brown's players. It would also be their last championship. You see where this is going? It wasn't all bad though. Well, there was Red Right 88. That was the play called in the 1981 divisional playoff game. In the waning moments of the game, Mike Davis intercepted a Brian Sight pass to seal the game. Then there was the 1986 AFC Championship. The Cleveland Browns went 12-4 in the regular season, looking to win their very first Super Bowl. They hosted the John Elway-led Denver Broncos. With a little over 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter and starting at his own 2-yard line, John Elway would orchestrate what is simply known as the drive. Elway's 98-yard drive forced overtime, and the Broncos would kick a field goal to win the game. The Browns would return to the 1987 AFC Championship game, looking for revenge against the same Denver Broncos they lost to the previous year. Down by 7 with a minute and 12 left, the curse would strike again as Ernest Biner gave us the fumble. Then there was the ultimate slap in the face. You know, this isn't even the original Browns team. The move saw the relocation of the Cleveland Browns to Baltimore after Modell worked out a deal to get a new stadium for his franchise. In 1996, the old Browns were renamed the Ravens. They would draft Ray Lewis, and the franchise has since won 2 Super Bowls. The Browns were then reactivated for the 1999 season with the original franchise records, history, and intellectual property. Since the return, they've had 3 winning seasons, 2 playoff appearances, went winless in 2017, and are solely responsible for giving Hugh Jackson a head coaching job. With the Browns win over Pittsburgh, a World Series appearance, and an NBA title, Cleveland sports are trending in the right direction. Now, sports can be cruel, and sports curses can be even crueler, but the city of Cleveland can rest easy knowing that they've broken their curse. I mean, it's not like it's official or anything. I'm not an official curse breaker, but whatever. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs. What's better than that?